create another folder. Give the folder name called HTML frame set. So today all files will go under the HTML frame set folder. Folder is ready. HTML frame set. Now come into the HTML frame set folder. You will create a file here. What is that concept of that frame set? Understand through this photo, then we can write the example. The concept of frame set is suppose this is our page. You have designed a page like this. One section is looking black color. Okay. You design one more section that look as a some different color. Without CSS I'm talking. You create one more block. That maybe look as a orange color. Maybe we can create one more block here. That may look like somewhere this color. So overall, when we are creating the page, when we are designing the page, first question, how to divide the page into multiple blocks? Okay, first question, how to divide the page into multiple blocks? So we have one oldest method, it's not very new method, it's an old method only, that is called frame set. Okay, but you will get a lot of logic in that. The future you are going to learn JavaScript, that is based on similar logic. You are going to learn the React, you will have routing, you will have called jQuery, will be similar concept. Okay. Now suppose you have hyperlink here, all about us. You have hyperlink contact us. You have hyperlink following terms of use. These all are assumed there is a hyperlink in your project in the bottom. In the top also you have some hyperlink. Maybe home is written here. About us is written here. Services is written here. Products are written here. So these all are the menus suppose in your website. Something like this. Yesterday what we have done is we have created one header one place and copy paste in all the pages. So code was duplicate. It was duplicate. Code becomes a duplicate. We copy paste everywhere. In HTML only, we have a technique called frame set. Frame set technique says like, why to do copy paste every time? There is no need to copy and paste. Okay. You create one time, and using frame technique, you can use many times. That is one option. Another option like, when we click on product page, it will go to the product.html separate file. When we click on service, when we click about, when we click on home, it will go to the new pages. Yes. Frame set logic says like, don't go to the new page. Be always in the same page. If user will click on about us, here it should display as a about us. About us. So the content of about us will change under the middle section. It will change here. If the user will click on service, here the service will get changed. If a user will click on products, here only the product will get changed. So it is not going to another page. It will be on the same page. URL will be remain same. Like suppose you are on the home page, you will be on the home page only, but the content will get changed into the middle section. In Gmail, if you remember Gmail, when you log in your Gmail, once you go inside, you click in the left side, sent item, inbox, spam, task, in the left hand side. Content will change in the right hand side. Right? Content will get changed in the right hand side. Okay. So here also we have a logic. We can click on the top and content will change in the bottom. Page will not reload at all. Page will be completely fixed, constant, but the content will get changed. Okay. That's what we are going to do now. Okay. So that is in HTML is possible. In JavaScript it's called as a Ajax. In HTML it is called as a, let me write here. In HTML it is called as a frame set. Okay. In JavaScript it's called as a Ajax. In JavaScript, similar logic, same functionality you want to apply in JavaScript, it's called as a Ajax in JavaScript. Okay. Now similar functionality in jQuery, it will call as a jQuery Ajax. Okay. In the future, once we learn React or Angular, in Angular and in React, it's called as a routing. Okay. In Angular and React, it's called as a routing. ROUTING, routing. Where in Angular and React. What is that feature? When we click on the top, content should change in the bottom. It should not reload entire page. Okay, and that is called a what? In Java HTML, it's called a frame set. In JavaScript, it's called Ajax. In the where? In the jQuery, it's called a jQuery Ajax, and in Angular React, it's called a routing. Okay, functionality will be, logic will remain same. Maybe some extra functionality we can add, or we can make more interactive. We can make divide dependency. We can apply something, but it looks like fruity. Okay, I will take it. Energy is there. Okay, hope written. Hope we saw this. Let us go now. Now next we'll work on the example and we'll understand how to make it. Okay. Yeah, you can write it quickly in the chat. I will guide you.
Sorry, sir. So my doubt is like, anyway, when we are trying to load or replicate the same page, when you're clicking on home or about us, another page is loading. So what is the difference between that concept and this concept? Is there any memory consumption is more or something like that?
Definitely there will be different. When you click on this, suppose about us, if you change only right side block, think little. Suppose in the first black block, this black is 1 MB. Okay, this is 1 MB. Assume this area is how much? 1 MB. Blacks is 1 MB. Assume in size. Okay. This one suppose 1 MB in size. MB in size. Okay, 1 MB in the size. Suppose footer is also 1 MB in the size. 1 MB. And this is suppose as a 5 MB. Okay, which one? The first section, the black block is coming. Suppose in that data is of 1 MB. In the left side, there is a data of 1 MB. Bottom section is also 1 MB. And the middle section, there is a 5 MB. If you load entire page, how much data you have to download from server? 5 MB plus 3 MB, 8 MB. 5 MB the middle plus this 3 MB, how much? 8 MB. If we reload entire page, it will cost how much? It you have to spend the data for 8 MB. But if you load only the right side section, how much it will be? 5 MB?
3 MB.
5 MB you are going to load, 3 MB you are going to. Now each click, each user, one user click, it is going to protect your server from the reprocessing of duplicate data by how much? 3 MB. Each user, each click. Now suppose on the website there is a 10,000 user at a time. What will happen? Server will become busy or not? That is the one benefit. Okay, because of that, you are learning the React. React you are learning for the same purpose. When you click on the menu, only required content should change. Everything should not change inside the page. Okay, now there is a two method. Synchronous method. If you are designing this page through the SYNCHRONOUS, if you are using the synchronous method, in synchronous method, entire page will reload and it has to bring from the server as the 8 MB of data. In which method? Synchronous method, what we saw yesterday. Okay, if you are following the asynchronous method, ASYNCHRONOUS, asynchronous method. Asynchronous means which method? Today method, what we are going to follow. In this, you are going to load how much? 5 MB of the data. So what will happen? 5 MB will load fast or 8 MB will load fast? Right, so it's a clear no? Because of this problem, we are going to use which one? Asynchronous method. So in HTML, only asynchronous will not happen. There is a feature called frame set. Using that, you can make it. Okay, which one? Frame, this one, asynchronous. Without reloading the entire page, only the middle section will load. That is called the asynchronous method.
Okay, sir, got it. Thank you.
Let me show you some example of previous batches. There are other people. Let me go here. HTML all examples. Index may be the main page. Let me play the index page first. See, this is one page. Okay. Left page is not coming here. Now, when I click here, you can see carefully what is the URL? URL is index. But when I click on the link in the white block, you can see contents are changing. Contents are changing under the white block, right? Contents are changing under the white block. You can see this page is not reloading at all. It is just constant, right? If I click on the register and entire page get reload, then what will happen? It will take extra time. Plus server have to process lot of duplicate data. Like suppose if you go to register page also, look remains same, only the content change here. So logic is, if you are changing only certain data, then why you are loading entire page? Okay, so for that, internet has two options. When we develop the application, we have two ways to develop the application. One is based on synchronous, another one is based on asynchronous. What the syllabus we are learning, it is called the asynchronous method. In this, you will be using the JavaScript to do the communication from one file to other file. Your URL will be same, page will not reload at all, but the content will get changed. Without reloading the page, data communication will happen, data will come, data will. Okay, so this we are going to implement. Let's come down. So which file? The file was here that we have. We have created HTML frame set, right? HTML frame set. You create a next file. Create a next file in that HTML frame set folder. Under the HTML frame set folder, you are going to create a next file. Okay, under the HTML frame set folder, you are going to create a next file that is called maybe example one. We can create some example, then we'll come to the final conclusion. Example one. In this, we will be learning simply how to divide the page into multiple blocks. Okay, how to divide the page into multiple blocks. Start from HTML and follow the body tag. Okay, so start from HTML, but don't write the body tag. In frame set, we will not use the body tag. We will use another tag that is called FRAMEACT, frame set. Body tag and frame set, both you cannot use one place, either frame set or body tag, anyone. Okay, next after that, this frame set is nothing but you can say your entire screen. When I run this page in my screen, when this page I will run in my browser, then the frame set tag will cover the total height and total width. Whichever the height is there, all will get covered by this frame set, and total width will be there of the screen, that will get covered by the frame set. Okay, both are going to cover by this frame set. Now after that, we will specify here this frame set should be covering the screen as a row wise or column wise. Like overall, this frame set tag is going to help you to divide your screen into multiple blocks. So how you want to divide? Row wise or column wise? Okay. Row represent the height, column represent the width. Total width, if we break into three pieces, then you can say three columns. Total height, if we break into three pieces, then you can say total three rows. Okay, so first we'll get some idea row wise. So let's go here. Write rows, not row, rows, ROWS. It's the name of the property. Rows. Okay, inside the rows, we have to calculate total height as 100%. The total height we have to calculate how much? 100%. So what we will do? You will write here rows equal to let's break into three pieces. You can see here this image is break into how many pieces? Three pieces. So in between there is a two column. So first design will do based on row wise. First block, second block, and third block. Middle will consider as a one row, and last will be the third row. So I will consider as a three rows. So first row will give total as a 15% of the total height. The first row will take how much? 15% of the total height. Second row will take remaining are how much? 85. Okay. So middle one we will give as a 70% of total height. So 15% will be on the top, 70% will be in the middle, second row. Now remaining is how much? 15%. Let's keep 15% is the last. So this is going to generate total three rows. First row 15%, middle row 70%, last row 15% as a height. has a height. Now inside the first row, you have to display something. In the second row also you have to display something. And in the third row also you have to display something. So to display something in the first row and second row and third row, it is going to follow in the sequence. First row will come 15% height. Second row will take 75% of the height, 70% of the height. Last row will take remaining. Last row will take remaining. Okay. Now let's go here. Write a tag called frame. FRAME, frame. Frame set used to divide the page into multiple blocks. Frame set used to divide the page into multiple blocks. And frame used to load the page for a particular block. Like suppose you have created the 3 rows. So that meaning your screen got divided into 3 rows. Now inside the each row you have to display something, right? So for that using frame tag, we are going to call another file. For example, frame src, listen source. In the frame there will be source called a file header.html. Okay. So in our current folder, there should be one file called header.html. That header.html file will come and it will take the first 15% of the height. Second, as maybe anything you can write, welcome.html. And third, as a footer.html. So header file will take the first 50%. Welcome file will take the middle 70%. Footer file will take the last 15%. Right? Okay. Save the file. After saving the file, in that there is a possibility of mistake also. You can see inside the row we have started the double quote first and double quote is ending in the last. It's not closing in between. Right? You can see double quote is not closed in between. Double quote is not closed in between. It started in the beginning and ending in the last, and in between we have a comma. We have a comma in the in between. Now save the file and check your screen got divided into 3 blocks. You will find the screen get divided into 3 blocks. You can save this code also in your browser in the chat. Okay, let us check now. Here is a file. Divided 3 blocks. 15%, 70, and then last 15. If 3 pages will be there, if we have 3 pages header, welcome and footer, it will work properly. So we will create 3 pages, and after that we can load inside. We can create 3 pages and then we can load inside. Let us see. Save this file. Save this file. Hope your page divided into 3 blocks. See, this is the output here. This is the output. Your page divided into 3 blocks. Next, after that, we have to, let me check with them. Not reply also. Some people, please write and let me know. Working. Create next file, header.html. Create next file, header.html. 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 Start from HTML. Close the HTML. Follow the body tag. Right inside. BG color. Orange. Right inside a paragraph. Align in center. Inside. This is from header file. Save the file. Don't run the header file. You are already running example one. Example one you have to reload. Example one file you reload. You will find the header will come on top. Example one file you reload. You will find header will appear on top. Right? Header will appear on top. Hope is coming. Example one file you need to run. Create the header file, save it, and run the example one. Under the example one, only we are calling the header. So if you run the example one, automatically header will appear. Automatically header will appear. Next, after this, let's go ahead. Create the next file called footer.html. Background you will write in a green color. For footer, you will give the background in a green color. Footer.html. Take the copy of header file. Similar you can create, but background will be BG color will be green color. Here you will write this is from footer file. This is from footer file. Save the file. Again run the example file. Save it. Again you can run the example file. Save it and again run the example file. You will find the footer will come in the last. Header is appearing on the top already. Header will be on the top and footer will be in the last. So your footer is in the last. Header is on the top. Now middle section is pending. So you will create the one more file called welcome.html. Complete the footer file. You can let me know. Is it ready? Then we can move forward. Now next file is called welcome.html. So you create a file welcome.html. In current folder. Create a file welcome.html in current folder. Welcome.html in current folder. Welcome.html. We can start from HTML again. Follow the body. Inside the body, you will write one center tag. And under the center tag, you will write H1. You will follow there. Welcome home. You will write a paragraph tag. Add some text data. Add one more paragraph tag. Add some more text data. Right. Then you will run which file? Example.html file. Right. Let me show you how that look. Example file will look like this. One header on the top, footer in the last, and welcome in between. Okay, I will share these 3-4 files. Karthik, you can use this file if we have not followed. 4 files I shared you in the chat. Footer, header, welcome, example, all 4 files. These files we created now. So hope your page is loading. Please confirm. Something like this. Then we can apply, we can remove the border, and then we can go for the next design. So frame set will help us to divide the page into multiple blocks. Frame set will help us to divide the page into multiple blocks. Okay, ready? Go next. This border is coming, border line is coming here. This border line we have option, we can remove also. So how to remove? You can't remove from the welcome. You cannot remove from the footer. You cannot remove from the header. because these files are children file. Header, welcome, footer, these all are the children file. The main file is this one, that is called example. Example is the main file. So in that, in the first line, where we are written the frame set, there you can write a property called border equal to 0. So the border is coming surrounding, that border will not appear. And your page will look complete, clean and clear. Okay, ready? Check now in the browser. Border is removed. Now page is looking very clean. We can't increase, decrease the border. We cannot make up down something. It is everything is fixed and page look like clean and clear. So here we have added a border as a 0. So let us check with these people. Similar. If the page is loading, then we can create another design and do some more R&D in that. So one design is ready. Next, we need to work for the next design. Here we can divide the page into columns. This is as if now you are divided as a row wise. It is not column wise. Okay. So example 1 is finished. Let's go for the example 2.html. In the same folder, you will create example 2.html. So our next example 2.html is guide about this structure. About this structure. Navigation will be on the top. Okay. Footer will be in the last. Is okay. Middle section will divide into two columns. That will be 30-70 combination. 30% width left side and 70% width in the right. Let's go and check once. Create the next file. Example 2.html. If it is not working, you have to let me know. Accordingly, I'll guide you. We'll go here and we'll write here a HTML start from. Then at the right call, frame set, open close. This page is going to guide you first row wise. First rows keep as a 8%. Only 8%. Second row keep as a 10%. 10%. Okay, so it becomes 18%, right? Next row uses a how much? 70%. 70%. Remaining is how much? 12%. 12% give to the last row. Okay, so it is going to create now total 4 blocks, not only 3 blocks. It is going to make total 4 blocks. Going to create total 4 blocks. In that 4 blocks, AFRAME, SRC, frame SRC equal to, we have to call first call a file called info.html that is not exist with us. Second, we have to call a file header that we have created. Third, we can call a file called welcome that we have already. We can call last a file called footer that is also available. So instead of 3 rows, it is going to generate total 4 rows. Instead of 3 rows, it will generate total 4 rows. Right. Save the file. You can apply the border for the first line, border equal to 0. There will not be any kind of border. Okay, but first page will say page not found. First line will say page not found. Region, that line is not exist. That file is not exist. That file is not exist. So it will say definitely page not found. This file. See how that looks. It's like this. Header is here, welcome footer, all are there. One file is missing, that is called info. So let's create a file. Okay, let's wait 1 minute. Maybe they're writing. Complete quickly and we can reply in the chat. We can move next. Okay, ready. After this, we have to create the file called header.html. header.html, not header, info.html. Header already we have. We require file called info.html. Info file background will be blue color. The info file we are going to create, their BG color will be blue color. Info.html, HTML open close, body is open close. Inside that we write BG color to blue. But inside the blue, how you can display in white color? So we have, let's write here tag called MARQUEA, marquee tag. Under marquee tag, we will write a font tag. Because using font tag, we can change the color. Font tag. Okay. Font tag. Color equal to white. So now the text will come in white color. Reason you are already in the blue color. Line number. Okay, hope ready. Save the file. Look into the browser now. The first section will come in blue color. There the text will be running automatically. Left to right you can do, right to left you can do. We have option called direction. Using direction, we can change the direction. Okay. Now next is this middle section. How to divide into multiple parts. Okay. So how to divide into multiple parts. So hope you are able to add something in the info page and you are able to run it. Example 2 is the second example where you have break the entire row into the 4 parts. Now the first, second we are not going to change. Last also we are not going to change. We are going to modify in the middle section. The middle row we have, middle row, white block, we will break into two columns. So how to break into two columns? Let's go here and first to delete the welcome line. First delete the welcome line. Okay, delete the welcome line and again write another frame set tag here. Frame set. Okay, so this becomes a nested frame set. Frame set inside frame set. This becomes a nested frame set where your one frame set is under the another frame set. Now let's go. This frame set you will use as a column wise. For example, calls equal to. Other you have used is a rows equal to. First frame set is row wise. In that we have one column, we have one row, their height is 70% and width is 100%. So the width we will break into two columns. The first width will be 30% and second width will keep as a 70%. Two columns. Right? 30-70% given. Under the 30%, you are going to call another file. Frame src equal to one file called left.html. That is not exist. We have to create it. And you have to create one more file. You have to call one more file, welcome.html. This is already exist. So in 70% height and 70% width, welcome will appear. In 70% of the height and 70% of the width, welcome will appear. And first 30% width you have the left file and that way it will get divided into multiple blocks. Okay, put written, it like this, two column. They have to create one example, left.html, then this will be ready. Ready? Create file left.html. You can give bg color as a pink color. For left.html file, give the bg color as a pink. Bg color as a pink. Hope ready? Let's create a file. In this file, maybe you may do some mistake. I will share you the code of this file. Because this become frame set inside frame set, there can be some mistakes on your side. So I share the code. You can use this file. You can use this code. Left.html, hope you created the file, and that look like HTML body open close. Inside the body, there will be BG color equal to pink color. Next, we can write H3 today updates. Right after that, one marquee tag direction equal to down. Inside, add some text. Paragraph wise, you can add one paragraph, some content, something you can write like this. Sequence, that file is working or not. Okay, hope ready. Let us check now. Your info file is also coming in the left side. See, it got divided into multiple blocks, and in each block something is coming. Right? So this is not meaningless, it's meaningful only. But based on this concept, you will be thinking further, okay, I want to divide into 3 rows, 2 columns here, there. Something will be helping us later. Right? Till here, if it is okay, if you have done, then we can go to the header file and we can add the menus. Home, about us, contact us, login, something. Okay? Then it will be okay. So no error. Hopefully.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
The welcome, welcome. I think left.html, whatever we have written. So it is scrolling down only to wrap context. It is not taking the full width.
We have solution for that. We can write here height.
Oh, okay.
Height you can fit, so it will go in entire height. Height keep 90%. 90% of the left side it will scroll.
Okay, sir, got it.
Coming.
Yeah, now it's coming. Okay.
Left.html code I can send you. This is the code. Now the scrolling will happen within the 90% of the height. Okay. Next, after that, in this marquee tag, there is a property called behavior. Behavior equal to alternate. Alternate. Yes. Behavior equal to alternate. It will do. It will go. It will come down. It will go up. It will come down. It will go up. Okay. Ready? Alternate behavior. It now how that look? It will come down and it should go up. It's going up. It will not end with the complete scrolling. It will come down and it will go up. So, working. Let me share with this. You can come to the header file. In header file, remove the p tag, write a table, align equal to center. Cell padding you can give some 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, anything. Write a tr in header file. Tr, write the th, keep their home. about us, contact us, about us, something, something, something. About us, contact us, login, register, services, and products. You will find it will create a very good menus. You should run the example to 5. 2 or 1, anyone can run. Save now and check. Okay, so hope you have added. Yes. Check now how that look. Navigation is coming here. Navigation will be in the header file. So it look like complete web application. Okay, if you go to example 2 also it will come. Here also the same header will come. Here also the same header will come. Next functionality will be when we click on register, register should appear here. When we click on login, login should appear here. Okay, that will work tomorrow. Okay, that will work tomorrow. Okay, after tomorrow class, I'll give you some assignment daily. Maybe after tomorrow or maybe after Monday class, because some more knowledge is required to do the assignment. Okay, then we'll end here. See you on Monday. Sorry, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is the next class. It is Monday to Friday, right? So tomorrow is which day? Friday. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? So we have class tomorrow, we have class day after tomorrow till Friday. Saturday, Sunday, first month is holiday. Second month onwards, we'll have some little work on Saturday, Sunday. So, okay, see you tomorrow.